Victory Day
That's
in Ukraine.
That's
Have a look at
awesome.
this.
That's actually so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Members Week. However, I had to do this video because it was Victory Day. And, you know, big Russian fanboy. Everyone knows, you know, I'm Russia's #1 favorite black fanboy. You know, so... Добро пожаловать и поздравляю вас с Днем Победы. Let us get into this video, really and truly.
Amazing decorations of underground stations in Moscow in victory style. Everywhere you can get St. George ribbon as a symbol of victory. Спасибо большое. Thank you very much.
The symbol is banned in like 90% of Europe, by the way. You could face charges if you have this symbol on, if I'm not mistaken.
We liberated them and they will never forgive us. This is what the great marshal of victory, Georgy Zhukov, said about Europe.
They will never forgive us. And it's kind of hilarious because I keep on seeing a lot of Western Europeans, they bring up this quote from General Patton when Germany was defeated in World War II, where he said, and I quote, "We defeated the wrong enemy." Now, I don't know what the context of this quote is about, but apparently he was saying, I don't know, people like a lot of Western Europeans, you know, keep interpreting this quote as Patton saying like Germany was the wrong enemy and the Soviets were the real enemy, or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I keep on hearing that quote a lot. It reminds me of that. Let's continue.
Soviet warriors liberated Europe from the horrors of Nazism. And what gratitude do we have now? By the way, I am Marina. This is channel Made in Rusland, and I'm walking around Moscow today looking for holiday vibe. Tomorrow we celebrate Great Victory Day. Are you with me?
Да. Конечно.
A lot of militaries everywhere. Everything is ready for parade, and tomorrow our beloved president, Mr. Putin, will be here. For many Western countries,
very beautiful.
World War II is something distant, black and white footage, old school textbooks. But in Russia, every family lost someone, which means the war never became just a history.
But, you know, really and truly, you know, Germany, like, it was the same thing in Germany too. I remember a long time ago where I was looking at statistics of how many people like died in World War II from each country. Germany lost a lot, which is striking to me because the Russian population never really recovered from World War II. It never did. If you go and watch my video on why is Russia not rich reaction, that's the title of the video, I brought this up where I pointed out the Russian population never ever recovered. If I'm not mistaken, like the Russian population, like just now, like just now, over in the recent years, it's like now kind of starting to show some signs of recovery from World War II or the Great Patriotic War, whichever one you want to call it. But Germany had similar. I think Germany lost like 25% of its population or 30% of its population from World War II or something like that. But what's striking to me about that is Germany was able to recover, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but Germany was able to recover, but Russia was not able to recover. So that's two different parallels there. That's really shocking to me. Why do you have that creepy horror music? This is creepy horror music. Oh my goodness. Wrong music. You should use a different type of music.
Apparently you can go from
Okay, it's actually something insane here. I'm on the Red Square, the very heart of Russia. Let's see what's going on there. Kremlin looks different today. Everywhere you look giant, Soviet era.
Bro, I didn't even bother watching any of what the West had to say about the Victory Day parade. I saw like a few news sources already on my feed when it was like regarding Victory Day, and immediately it was just like pure propaganda, just pure propaganda. And I was like, man, of course it's gonna be freaking propaganda. It's ugh.
And people taking pictures. Yeah, I see Red Square is ready for parade. I'm walking right the day before celebration.
Wait, Russia has double-decker buses? I did not know that.
Tomorrow there will be a huge parade here in Moscow. Tanks, soldiers, military music. But today, after walking around the city, I think I finally understand one thing. This holiday is not about politics. It's about remembering the people who paid with their lives for victory.
Yeah, and that's what the West keeps on saying. That's what I keep on seeing in my shit regarding Victory Day from the Western perspective. They keep on saying like, oh my goodness, the day it's being politicized and blah 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 blah. I already think so, to be honest.
That's why it's still so powerful, even 81 years later. I see a lot of foreigners today, mostly from India, our friendly country.
Wow. Wait, is that true? That's true? Like all the Indians are going to Russia? That's actually true?
To see the Red Square today. It's closed everywhere. Yes, I see a lot of volunteers. The carnation flower is a symbol of memory. Really, I'm very happy to see so many young people walking around and taking pictures with the symbols of victory.
Ooh, that looks so amazing. Wow, look at that.
It means that they understand that great sacrifice their great grandfathers did. I have no ideas, guys, how to get there. It's open only for the members of this or that party. I'm not a member of party. That's why I'm here. It's a pity, but what can I do? Trubna station, underground station with wonderful victory decoration. You see, St. George ribbons are decorating the ceiling and the walls. Wow! One of the Moscow metro lines is running a specially Victory Day train.
That's awesome. That's actually so cool. That's actually so freaking cool. Wow.
Oh guys, I'm really impressed. I'm like in a movie, not in an underground carriage.
Wait, they even decorated the insides too. What?
You see, the design uses orange-brown colors, symbolizing courage, sacrifice, and the vibe of World War. Yeah, it feels less like public transport, but more like museum. Wow. Moving museum traveling underneath Moscow. outside Russia, people often see Victory Day and think only about tanks and fireworks. But walking through Moscow today, I mostly see
Memories.
This is the main pedestrian street in Moscow, Arbat Street, famous Arbat. And here we can see old pictures about great patriotic war and about victory. I see my friends.
Souvenirs.
It's rather cold today.
Souvenir. I'm interested in those souvenirs. Jeez, bro, you have no idea, guys. The amount of money. I had to stop myself from doing this shit, bro. The amount of money that I have spent just buying so much shit on Russia. I mean, look at my phone case, right? I have bought way too many Russian souvenirs. It's like every time I see souvenirs about Russia, I'm like, I need it. I gotta buy it. I need it. No excuses. I need it, bro. You guys can't see everything, but holy shit, I have way too much souvenirs on Russia. And it's funny because it never gets enough. It's like I have to get everything. It's like I would literally put souvenirs. I was thinking about this shit. I was like, should I put souvenirs on my car? Like souvenirs about Russia on my car? Oh my god. It's like, dude, I'm off to a light, man. It's like every time I see souvenirs about Russia, I'm like, I'm like, take all my money. But as someone who is rather introverted most of the time, I said this before, because when people hear that I'm introverted, they think that I just like sit down, like waste my whole time just doing nothing. Like I said before, that's not really true. I'm introverted, but I make sure that money is still coming in. And the thing about when you're introverted, right, is, and this is related to what I'm saying here, when you're introverted, right, and you don't really like to go out that much, you tend to just stack up a lot of money. Like seriously, like you just tend to just stack up a lot of money because you're not really using it. You know, like what most people would do. Most people would spend their money going out a lot and whatnot. So really and truly, you know, you could say like this is like my version of like spending my money on, I don't know, things that are what I deem as enjoyable, which, you know, would be these like souvenirs on Russia. So really and truly, even though I buy these souvenirs on Russia, and guys, believe me, I spent a lot of money on a lot of souvenirs on Russia, it doesn't really hurt me like financially, really and truly. So that's why it's like one of the main reasons why whenever I see it, I'm like, I need it. Just shut up and take my money. You know that meme? What was his name? Like, was it Homer? No, I forgot his name. The guy from Futurama, where he's like, just shut up and take my money, bro. Like,
before the Victory Day, and it's time to buy some chocolate. What do you make of that, my dear viewers? Russians are sweet tooth people.
that's so real. I'm a sweet tooth person, bro.
And it's very famous Russian brand, Alyonka. I know that many of you
I have seen some of these chocolates, man.
already heard about it or tried these chocolates and candy.
This is the first thing that I'm gonna be doing when I go to Russia, is immediately just munching on every single bit of candy. Oh my gosh, I have such a sweet tooth, you have no idea.
Что вы хотите купить? What would you like to buy?
Знаменитые мишка косолапый.
Ага,
Самые
yes,
вкусные конфеты.
very well known and famous candies, Russian bear in a cone forest.
И еще
Ага, the lights of Moscow.
осенний вальс.
Ага,
Золото.
and
Русская Ферреро Роше.
autumn fall, autumn waltz is like Russian Ferrero Rocher. And the signature candy is here, of course. Alenka. Let's buy something, girls. Signature candies. My friend Alena. And best candies Alenka's. Absolutely everything here is the taste of childhood. I don't know what to buy. This one
Buy the whole store.
or this one.
Yo, let me tell you a story, right? Let me tell you a story. I remember back when we had, like, you know, first discovered that there was a supermarket in Florida that was dedicated to selling Caribbean products, right? Keep in mind, I've been living in America for 11 years. I'm just used to American products. American products are pretty garbage. Like they're good, but there's a lot better, especially what I've experienced in Caribbean with like our own candy, sweets and stuff as well. So, you know, American products is like, you know, 11 years just been around that shit. You know, it was just like, meh, you know, I really did miss all the stuff that I used to eat in the Caribbean. So when we first discovered that there was a Caribbean store in Florida, right, bro, and we went to that store. It was a 2-hour drive. We drove 2 hours, right? We couldn't really take a train because America's rail network is absolutely garbage. So, you know, we had to drive 2 hours, right? Whoo, from one city to the other city. Bro, when I tell you, I wasn't even thinking. I was just throwing everything in my bro. Like my family around me was like, bro, chill out. Like I wasn't asking questions. I was just throwing shit in the truck. I'm like, bro, screw money. Money is not a concern. I'm just throwing it in my trolley, right? Americans call it buggy, shopping cart, whatever. But you know, because I'm from a British Commonwealth country, I grew up in a British system. You know, I grew up speaking British English, not American English, actually. You know, I say trolley, right? So I'm just throwing every shit in the trolley. And honestly speaking, I'm gonna be so honest with you. When I go to Russia, I'm in a place like this, I'm gonna probably be doing the same shit. I cannot lie. I'm not even in this store, and I just want to grab my screen right now. This is too much temptation. Dear God.
Of course, everybody will celebrate tomorrow because it's great holiday.
Oh my God, look at all that.
I bought 1.5
I'm gonna get diabetes.
kilo of different chocolate candies. It's really, Russian candies are the best. Better than from Switzerland and Austria.
Oh really? Is that true?
I promise you.
I definitely gotta try this shit out now. Oh my God. In fact, actually, what should I do? Should I wait until I go to Russia? Or should I buy them online? I don't know if there's a way to buy Russian candy online. Guys, should I buy like Russian candy online? Like do a video? Do a video of me like eating like Russian candy? Tell me, what would you guys want? Me to buy like Russian candy online and do a video of me like eating it and giving my opinion on it? Or just wait until I go to Russia? But here's the thing though. even though I could go and fly to Russia right now, I honestly could go fly to Russia. There's really and truly nothing holding me back. And like financially speaking, the problem though is that the conflict in Ukraine, things are a bit like I want my experience to be normal, right? You know, I was strongly considering going in September because I saw a offer for like a tour group. It wasn't in Moscow or any of that, actually. It was actually like the North Caucasus region, funny enough. And I saw that offer. There was like, yeah, we're looking for a group to go in September. Saw that offer, and I was really, really strongly considering going, but I was like, no. As long as that conflict is there with Ukraine, I won't. I'm gonna explain that. I will explain more on why I like the conflict, because a lot of Russians will always tell me, oh, but things are so fine, things are so fine, things are so fine. You know, I get a lot of comments about that. But then they go on my news and then they see, you know, like, oh, Ukraine struck this part of Russia. Like the other day, I saw apartment buildings being hit by Ukrainian drones, which funny enough, actually, a lot of people, this was shown to people in the West, right? Many people in the West was like, bro, what the hell? Like, that's straight war crime. Straight war crime. And many people were saying like, you know, like, well, what is Ukraine doing striking apartment buildings in Russia? So that was actually quite interesting. You know, stuff like that, right? So, but I won't talk much about this right now. This video is about Victory Day, but let's continue here.
How to create holiday mood. Welcome to Arbat Street in Moscow.
I need to get me a Russian Federation flag.
Arch is a very emotional place, and standing here you suddenly understand something important. Victory Day in Russia is not about the past. Victory Day in Russia is about family memory. It's about your identity. It's about defending our motherland every year, every month, and every day. 27 million Soviet people died fighting Nazi Germany.
And apparently Ukraine has not understand this. Ukraine wants to I don't know what to say here, because you know, I don't want my channel to, like, you know, get affected, but you know, Ukraine, look, they wear the symbols of National Socialist Germany on their uniform out in the open. It's absurd. In fact, I saw recently on my news, Germany literally banned Azov symbols in Germany. Goes to show you how bad it is, because Germany bans any symbols related to National Socialist Germany, right? Like a year or two ago, I actually saw a news article talk about how many, if I remember correctly, many Ukrainian refugees in Germany, they had to be like double checked because many of them were not all of them, but many of them, if I'm not wrong here, allegedly, if I'm not mistaken here, because my memory is quite foggy, but a lot of them had, like, you know, National Socialist symbols, and you know that shit is banned in Germany. It gets you arrested. So you know, these refugees that were coming in, you know, they were bringing all this shit. Not all of them, of course, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly here, again, because my memory's foggy, I have to be careful of my words here. Allegedly, based on that article that I read, you know, it goes to show you the situation here, right? It's absurd, you know, and I see this shit all the time. Like, I have a TikTok account, right? I don't really like show it here much. I rarely ever show my TikTok account here, actually. But a TikTok account, I don't really post on it too much, but it's like a TikTok account just dedicated to just like defending Russia from like garbage Western propaganda, pretty much. And the amount of morons and dumbasses, really and truly, who have like this National Socialist Germany nonsense on their profile, and they're usually like Ukrainians, bro. I'm not even kidding. They're usually, I mean, I'll see like some like here and there. I see like one or two like Russia. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, really and truly, it's like hello. Do we not remember what the leader of Germany in World War II thought about Eastern Slavic people? General Plan Ost. Do we not remember that plan? Come on now. It's like, and that's why that's so mind-blowing to me. It's like, who do these people think they are? What is with like all of these Ukrainians, not all of them, but many of them, who think that they're like so special in the eyes of, you know, the guy who's gone, deceased, you know, the leader of National Socialist Germany. Again, I have to be careful of my words here. But anyways, I'm gonna talk more about that in a different video before I go on a whole rant here. I mean, it's just so absurd, guys. But whatever, let me not go on a rant. I have things to do. Guys. Yes, even though I'm introverted, I do have a life outside of YouTube, very much so. In fact, actually, I gotta go and, you know, continue studying Russian. So really and truly, if you got more reactions on Russia, you know, comment it in the comments below. Definitely. Again, I'm Russia's #1 fanboy. I'm definitely will eventually get to it. Go check out my other reactions on Russia. At this point, I have like so much. I have a whole like dedicated playlist to it on my YouTube channel. At this point, tomorrow I will be getting bottom braces. Right now, you're seeing my gold braces here on the top of my mouth. But tomorrow I gotta get bottom braces. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because my mouth is going to be sore as shit and painful. So I don't know. If you binge watch my videos and you see me with like these bottom braces, I might be like talking in a weird way, mostly because my mouth is gonna be sore. So just giving you guys a heads up on that. With all that being said, до свидания.